The holidays are coming, and if travelers think they can pack the same way they did last year, they're in for a rude awakening. The checked bag rules have changed so dramatically in 2025 that millions of holiday travelers are getting blindsided by surprise fees, confiscated luggage, and even federal fines. Today, we're breaking down 13 critical checked bag rules that could make or break your trip. And you'll definitely want to stick around for rule number 1. It's hitting travelers the hardest this holiday season. Rule number 13. Smart luggage is being abandoned at airports daily. Here's the rule that's costing travelers the most money and causing the biggest surprises at airports. Smart luggage with built-in features like GPS tracking, charging ports, or electronic locks must have removable batteries to be allowed on flights. If the battery cannot be easily removed in seconds, the luggage will be refused for both checked and carry-on use. This affects many popular smart luggage brands that have permanent or difficult-to-remove battery systems. Here's the nightmare scenario that's happening daily. Travelers discover this rule only at the airport, forcing them to abandon expensive luggage or miss their flights. People are literally leaving $300 to $500 smart suitcases at airport security and buying replacement bags at terminal stores for triple the price. A business traveler from Seattle spent $400 on a smart suitcase with GPS tracking and built-in charging, only to discover at check-in that the battery couldn't be removed. He had to leave the suitcase at the airport and buy a replacement bag at the terminal store for $150, costing him additional money and causing him to miss his original flight. The consequences: complete loss of expensive luggage with no compensation, forced purchase of replacement bags at inflated airport prices, missed flights due to delays, and public embarrassment at busy security checkpoints. Many smart luggage features become useless without the battery, essentially turning an expensive smart suitcase into a regular bag that costs 3 times more than it should have. Before purchasing smart luggage, verify that the battery can be easily removed. Test the removal process at home to ensure you can do it quickly at the airport if required. Rule number 12. Food restrictions are resulting in federal fines. Holiday travelers often want to bring special foods, homemade treats, or regional specialties to share with family. But agricultural restrictions have become much stricter in 2025, and violations can result in federal fines of $300 or more. Fresh fruits, vegetables, meat products, and dairy items may be prohibited depending on your destination. Even processed foods containing certain ingredients can trigger inspections or confiscation. A traveler from Texas was fined $500 for bringing homemade beef jerky on an international flight. It was considered an unprocessed meat product. Another family had their traditional holiday fruitcake confiscated because it contained alcohol and fresh fruit that wasn't allowed in their destination country. The consequences: federal fines ranging from $300 to $1,000 depending on severity. Immediate confiscation of all prohibited food items with no compensation. Enhanced screening for future flights. Potential criminal charges if violations lead to safety incidents. And liability for emergency costs if items cause problems. Homemade items are especially scrutinized because their ingredients and preparation methods can't be verified by inspectors. The solution? Research agricultural restrictions for your specific destination using official government websites. When in doubt, buy specialty foods at your destination, rather than risking confiscation or hefty federal fines. Rule number 11. Electronics that turn on accidentally are causing fires. Any electronic devices in checked bags must be completely powered off, not just in sleep mode, but fully shut down. This rule has been strengthened due to devices accidentally activating during flight and overheating in cargo holds. This affects laptops, tablets, cameras, portable gaming devices, and even electric toothbrushes. The devices must be protected from accidental activation and physical damage. A family from Illinois packed a tablet as a Christmas gift for their grandson, but it accidentally turned on during the flight and overheated, damaging the device and surrounding items. The tablet was ruined, and they had to buy a replacement gift at their destination. The consequences: civil fines and penalties for safety violations, possible denial of boarding for serious violations, criminal charges if device causes safety incident, confiscation of all prohibited devices, enhanced screening for future flights, travel restrictions for repeat offenders, and liability for emergency costs if device causes incident. The safest approach: completely power down all devices, remove batteries if possible, and pack electronics in protective cases. For valuable items, consider carrying them in your carry-on instead. Rule number 10: luggage identification. Mistakes are sending bags to wrong countries. With millions of similar-looking bags moving through airports during holidays, proper identification has become more critical than ever. Airlines require external luggage tags with complete contact information, and the consequences of getting this wrong are severe. During the 2024 holiday season, over 400,000 bags were delayed or lost due to inadequate identification. Many had tags with incomplete information, making it impossible for airlines to contact owners. Here's a disaster story. A traveler's bag was lost for 5 days during Christmas week because his luggage tag had his old phone number from 2 years ago. The airline couldn't reach him to arrange delivery, and he spent Christmas Day wearing the same clothes he'd traveled in. The consequences: extended bag delays lasting days or weeks, complete loss of luggage with minimal compensation, missed holiday celebrations, stress and embarrassment of having no belongings, expensive emergency clothing purchases, and insurance complications for lost items. But here's the bigger problem. Old airline tags from previous trips can confuse automated sorting systems. That Paris baggage sticker from last summer's vacation could literally send your Christmas luggage to France instead of Florida. Remove all old tags and stickers, use current contact information, and include internal identification as backup. A business card or hotel confirmation inside a secure pocket can save your holiday if the external tag falls off. Rule number 9: medication documentation can get you detained. For travelers who pack medications in checked bags, proper documentation has become critical in 2025. While there are no quantity limits for reasonable amounts, security agencies are scrutinizing medication packaging more carefully than ever. Medications must be in original labeled containers, with the patient's name clearly visible. The problem arises when travelers transfer pills to smaller containers to save space, or when they carry medications prescribed to a spouse or family member. A retiree from Arizona was detained for 3 hours when security found unmarked pills in his checked bag. They turned out to be his wife's heart medication, which he was carrying as a backup for their month-long holiday visit with family. The delay caused them to miss their connection and arrive a day late. The consequences: detention for hours during investigation, missed flights and connections, confiscation of all unmarked medications, potential arrest for suspected drug violations, expensive rebooking fees, arrival delays ruining holiday plans, and legal complications that can take weeks to resolve. For controlled substances like pain medications or anxiety treatments, additional documentation may be required. Some countries have strict rules about importing certain medications, even for personal use. The safe approach: keep all medications in original pharmacy bottles with clear labels, carry copies of prescriptions, and get a doctor's letter for controlled substances. For international travel, research medication restrictions for your destination well in advance. Rule number 8: liquid packaging requirements. Are getting travelers sued? While there are no size limits for liquids in checked bags, airlines now require much more secure packaging to prevent leaks. This rule is particularly brutal for holiday travelers who pack bottles of wine, specialty foods, or liquid gifts. Here's the nightmare scenario. If your liquids leak and damage other passengers' belongings, you can be held liable for replacement costs. Airlines also charge cleaning fees for contaminated cargo holds. A holiday traveler from California packed 3 bottles of expensive wine as gifts, wrapping them only in clothing. During the flight, pressure changes caused one bottle to crack, leaking wine throughout his suitcase and into adjacent bags. The airline charged him $200 for cargo hold cleaning, and he faced over $800 in claims from other passengers whose electronics and clothing were damaged. The consequences: airline cleaning fees of $200 to $500 for contaminated cargo holds, personal liability for damaged passenger belongings ranging from $500 to $2,000, loss of expensive liquid items, damage to personal belongings, insurance complications, and potential lawsuits from affected passengers. The solution? Double bag all liquids in sealed plastic bags. Use proper wine shipping containers for bottles, and consider shipping valuable or fragile liquid items separately rather than risking disaster in checked luggage. Rule number 7. Automated enforcement means zero human mercy. Here's what's really changed in 2025. The elimination of human discretion in baggage enforcement. Automated systems now handle most compliance checks, and gate agents have lost the authority to waive fees or make exceptions. This automated enforcement is ruthless during the holiday season when airports are crowded and staff are under pressure. The friendly gate agent who might have let a slightly overweight bag slide through, that's completely gone. The system flags violations automatically. Overweight bags trigger immediate fees, oversized bags are measured by machines, and prohibited items are detected by enhanced screening. There's no room for negotiation or appeals to human kindness. A veteran from North Carolina had his bag flagged at 51 pounds, just 1 pound over the limit. In previous years, an agent might have allowed it, but the automated system charged the full $150 overweight fee, with no option for discussion. He had to pay the fee or miss his flight to his daughter's wedding. The consequences: immediate mandatory fees with no negotiation allowed, missed flights if unable to pay on the spot, public embarrassment during forced repacking at busy counters, stress and frustration from inflexible enforcement, and no recourse for appeals or exceptions regardless of circumstances. The key to dealing with this new reality: assume the rules will be enforced exactly as written. Don't count on exceptions, sympathy, or negotiation. Plan your packing to be well within all limits, not just barely compliant. Rule number 6. Southwest's free bag policy is dead. This represents a seismic shift that affects millions of holiday travelers. As of May 28, 2025, Southwest Airlines began charging $35 for the first checked bag and $45 for the second, ending their decades-long policy of free checked bags. For families who have relied on Southwest's free baggage policy for holiday travel, this change can add $140 to $180 to a family trip, money that many budgeted for gifts or activities instead of baggage fees. The only exceptions are A-list preferred members and passengers who purchase business select fares. Everyone else now pays the same baggage fees as other major airlines. A family from Denver that has taken the same Christmas trip on Southwest for 8 years discovered the new fees when checking in online. Their 4 checked bags, previously free, now cost an additional $160. They had to scramble to repack and consolidate into 2 bags to save money, causing them to arrive late at the airport and nearly miss their flight. The consequences: unexpected fees of $35 to $45 per bag, adding $140 to $180 to family trips. Forced last-minute repacking, causing airport delays, missed flights due to repacking time, stress from budget disruption, and loss of Southwest's competitive advantage for families with multiple bags. The lesson? Southwest is no longer the automatic budget choice for families with checked bags. Compare total trip costs, including baggage fees, across all airlines when booking holiday travel. Rule number 5. The hair tool ban that's costing women hundreds. Here's a new rule that's catching female travelers completely off guard. As of August 25, 2025, cordless curling irons and flat irons that use butane gas cartridges are completely banned from checked baggage. The ban includes any hairstyling tool with gas cartridges and spare gas cartridges for any device. These tools became popular because they don't need electrical outlets, making them perfect for international travel or places with different plug types. But here's the problem. The pressurized gas cartridges can leak, rupture, or ignite under the pressure and temperature changes in aircraft cargo holds. Several incidents in 2024 involved these devices causing fires in checked luggage. A grandmother from Ohio packed her $180 cordless curling iron for a holiday cruise, only to have it confiscated at the airport. She had no time to repack it in her carry-on, which was already full, and lost the expensive tool entirely. No refund, no return, just gone. The consequences: immediate confiscation of expensive hair tools with no compensation or return, loss of devices costing $50 to $200 plus, no criminal penalties for first-time offense, potential missed flights due to inspection delays, and forced purchase of replacement tools at destination. The workaround? Only pack corded hair tools that plug into the wall in your checked bags. Gas-powered tools can go in your carry-on if they have safety covers, but many travelers find it easier to just use plug-in tools or pack a small travel adapter. Rule number 4. The power bank ban that's getting people arrested. This is the big one that's blindsiding travelers in 2025. As of March 1st, 2025, all portable chargers, power banks, and spare lithium-ion batteries are completely banned from checked baggage. Not restricted, banned entirely. This change came after a major aircraft incident in early 2025, where a power bank in checked luggage overheated to over 1,000 degrees Fahrenheit, caused a cargo hold fire, and forced an emergency landing with a full evacuation. The FAA responded with an immediate and complete ban. Here's what this means. That portable charger you always pack to keep your phone alive during long travel days, it must go in your carry-on bag. Spare batteries for your camera, laptop, or any other device. Carry on only. Even small backup batteries for hearing aids need to be accessible. The consequences are severe. TSA can issue fines up to $17,000 for packing prohibited batteries in checked bags. Your bag gets pulled from the flight, causing delays and potentially making you miss your connection. In serious cases, travelers have been arrested. A retiree from Florida packed 3 power banks in his checked suitcase for a 2-week Christmas vacation with extended family. Security discovered the batteries during screening, removed his bag from the flight, and he missed his connection. He arrived a day late for Christmas Eve dinner and paid $200 to rebook his flight. The consequences: TSA fines up to $17,000 for violations, possible arrest for serious violations, immediate confiscation of all prohibited items, bag removal and inspection delays causing missed flights, trip cancellation if items cannot be properly relocated, and enhanced screening for future travel. The solution? Pack all batteries, chargers, and power banks in your carry-on bag, where crew members can access them if there's a problem. Make sure they're easily accessible for security screening. Rule number 3, the 2-bag maximum that's hitting holiday. Family's hard. Most airlines allow a maximum of 2 checked bags per passenger in economy class. Seems straightforward, right? But it's causing major problems for holiday travelers who want to bring extra gifts or extended stay items. During the holidays, families often try to pack extra bags with presents, holiday decorations, or items for extended visits. But those 3rd, 4th, and 5th bags come with hefty price tags, often $150 to $300 per additional bag. Here's where families get trapped. Parents assume they can distribute bags among family members, but each passenger's baggage allowance is individual. A family of 4 gets 8 total checked bags maximum, not unlimited bags, as long as they stay under some imaginary family limit. One family of 5 from Texas traveling to a Christmas reunion tried to check 7 bags total, thinking they were within their allowance. They discovered that their youngest child, traveling on a lap infant ticket, didn't have any baggage allowance. That left them with 2 extra bags and $400 in additional fees they hadn't budgeted for. The consequences: additional bag fees of $150 to $300 per extra bag, unexpected budget strain during expensive holiday travel, forced last-minute repacking at check-in counters, potential missed flights due to repacking delays, and stress from discovering restrictions at the airport. The fix? Count how many bags each ticketed passenger can check before you get to the airport. If you need more space, consider shipping some items ahead to your destination. For extended holiday stays, it's often cheaper to ship boxes of gifts and clothes than to pay for multiple extra bags. But wait, the next rule is the one that's catching the most travelers completely off guard, and it could get you arrested. Rule number 2, the 62-inch size trap that's catching expandable suitcases. Your checked bag cannot exceed 62 inches when you add length, width, and height together. The rule hasn't changed, but enforcement has gotten ruthless during holiday travel when cargo holds are packed to capacity. Here's where travelers are getting caught. Expandable suitcases. You pack everything in, zip it up, then expand the bag to fit more items. That expansion can push your bag over the size limit, even if it started within regulations. Airlines are now measuring bags more frequently, and oversized bags result in fees ranging from $150 to $300. A retired teacher from Michigan discovered this when her expandable suitcase, fully expanded and stuffed with Christmas presents for her 5 grandchildren, measured 68 inches total. The airline charged her $200 for an oversized bag, and she had to repack everything at the counter while other passengers waited behind her. The embarrassment was almost worse than the fee. The consequences. Oversized bag fees ranging from $150 to $300 depending on airline and excess size, public embarrassment of repacking at busy counters, potential missed flights due to repacking time, bags over 80 inches refused entirely requiring cargo shipping, and stress from unexpected enforcement. Soft-sided bags can also bulge beyond their stated dimensions when overpacked, triggering the same penalties. To avoid this headache, measure your suitcase when it's fully packed, including any bulging or expansion. If you're close to the limit, redistribute items or use a smaller bag. Hard-shell suitcases are often more predictable for size compliance since they don't expand or bulge like soft-sided bags. Rule number 1, the 50-pound weight trap that's costing families hundreds. Let's end with the rule that's hitting travelers the hardest this holiday season. That 50-pound weight limit for checked bags. Airlines have installed automated enforcement systems that flag anything over 50 pounds automatically. We're talking zero tolerance, not even for 1 extra pound. Here's what's catching people off guard. During the 2024 holiday season, travelers paid over $47 million in overweight bag fees, with the average fee being $150 for bags between 51 and 70 pounds. That's money that could have gone toward holiday gifts or a nice dinner with the family. One grandfather from Phoenix learned this lesson the hard way. He packed what felt like a normal amount for his 2-week Christmas visit with his children, some bottles of wine for the host, wrapped presents for the grandkids, and extra winter clothes. His bag hit the scale at 67 pounds. The airline charged him $200 on the spot, and he had no choice but to pay or miss his flight. But here's the real problem. Holiday items add up fast. Those bottles of wine, wrapped presents, extra winter clothes, and souvenirs can push a normal suitcase well over the limit without you realizing it. The consequences. No tolerance policy with even 1 pound over triggering fees. Overweight fees of $150 to $200 depending on airline and weight. Forced redistribution of items at check-in counter. Additional bag purchase required if redistribution impossible. Automated enforcement with no negotiation allowed. Public embarrassment of repacking at busy counters. And potential missed flights due to repacking delays. The solution is simple, but requires planning. Weigh your packed bag at home using a luggage scale or bathroom scale. If you don't have a luggage scale, step on your bathroom scale holding the bag, then subtract your weight. If you're over 45 pounds, start removing items. Don't risk it. Pack heavier items like books, electronics, or bottles in your carry-on instead. Your holiday travel survival strategy. The 2025 holiday season represents a turning point in airline baggage enforcement. The combination of new safety rules, automated enforcement systems, and zero-tolerance policies means the margin for error has essentially disappeared. These changes aren't arbitrary. They're responses to real safety incidents and the need to manage record-breaking passenger volumes. Airlines processed over 45 million passengers during the 2024 holiday season, and baggage-related delays affected nearly 10% of those travelers. The travelers who had smooth experiences were those who prepared in advance, understood the rules, and packed conservatively. Those who assumed the old rules still applied found themselves dealing with fees, delays, and missed flights. Here's what successful holiday travelers do differently. They research current rules for their specific airline and destination. They weigh and measure bags at home. They pack prohibited items and carry on where allowed. They arrive with extra time for potential issues. And they have backup plans for essential items. The holiday season is stressful enough without adding baggage disasters to the mix. Your family gathering shouldn't be derailed by something as preventable as a baggage rule violation. Take the time now to review these 13 rules, check your luggage, and plan your packing strategy. The few minutes you spend preparing could save you hundreds of dollars in fees and hours of frustration at the airport. Remember, these rules are strictly enforced during the holiday season, when airports are busiest and staff have the least flexibility. Don't assume you'll get a break. Plan to comply with every rule exactly as written. Your peaceful holiday celebration is worth the extra preparation. What's the most expensive baggage mistake you've ever made? Drop a comment below and let us know. And if you found this helpful, smash that like button and subscribe for more insider travel tips that could save your next trip. Safe travels, and may your bags arrive exactly when and where you do.